Hi, welcome to Secreto Lounge at Hotel St. Francis. My name is Chris, the Santa Fe Barman. Today I'd like to do a drink for you called the Sazerac. This is a classic drink from New Orleans, and I'd like to do this in celebration of Mardi Gras for you. Now there's some interesting things about this drink. It's been called the first cocktail, or the first American cocktail, and I don't quite believe that, because the term cocktail came around in 1806. This drink has been around since about 1838 or 1850 or as late as 1880. We're not really sure. But what we do know is that it did start with Antoine Peychaud, who made bitters in New Orleans. And the bitters are still made there, and they're absolutely fantastic. So we're going to start with 2 dashes of Peychaud bitters. To that we're going to add about a ½ ounce of simple syrup. Traditionally, you would use sugar cubes, but this is it's just easier to mix this way, and that's why we take this little shortcut. Originally, this drink was done with cognac, but changed up to rye somewhere along the way, and that's what we're using today, is a fantastic rye. 2 ounces. And then absinthe. Now, absinthe became unbanned in 2007. And there's a lot of misunderstanding about absinthe and what's coming into the United States. Now, according to regulations, the absinthe that is being sold in the United States must be Thujon free, which means that it has to have 10 parts per million or less. The average for European absinthe is about 24. So there is Thujon. It is made with wormwood. It's just not as much as what you typically see in European style absinthe. I like to put mine in a little spray bottle because it makes it just a little easier to coat the glass, and that's all you want to do. If you don't have a spray bottle, just put a little in there and roll the glass around, and it does just fine. We're going to ice up our mixing glass, give that a nice stir. This is an old-fashioned style cocktail using spirits, water, sugar, and bitters, which is the classic definition of a cocktail. To be a cocktail, it must have those ingredients. We're going to strain that into an old-fashioned glass. We're going to garnish it with a lemon peel. Now, I like to use a vegetable peeler on this one as opposed to the citrus peeler, because you get a little bit more zest out of it, and that adds a nice flavor to the drink. Give that a little twist, get those oils to the surface, and drop it in. Now, one of the great things I always like to tell my guests when they come into Secreto about the Sazerac is that when you order one, the glass is always half full. Cheers.